Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is me, once again, screaming into the void of the internet. You know, I don't really plan on mentioning YouTubers and stuff like this. I don't really plan on making response videos, but I kind of have to. And I know he's not really going to see it. And I don't really care about him seeing it or not, but it just makes me want to talk about this. Because, you see, I found Losermaxing mainly because, like, I guess YouTube was just, like, freaking teasing me about my NEET status. And it just showed, like, how, like, all the jobs were getting taken by AI and stuff like that. But recently, he's been going through a little saga, if you will, about having some, like, gym girl texting him, and he was all happy. Then he basically ghosted her for a little bit, and he thought it was over. Then he asked her out, and she said yes. And now in the recent video, well, I guess two of them, they say, okay, she asked to see his face, and then, like, he just felt like they canceled the date after that. And in the most recent video, he basically talks about how he doesn't want a girlfriend anymore. Now, I'm going to say this right now, okay? Like, again, I am not black-pilled. I'm not a doomer and stuff like that, not by any means. Not in the slightest. I never have been, never will be. Like, for me, it's not really about always having hope. It's just, I'm not going to sit here and just lay there and do nothing. I've never been that kind of person. I've never really been in the position to just sit there and do nothing. Because, listen, you sit there and do nothing, like, the crap that I've experienced in my life, like, I might high-key die. So I'm not really about to just give up on that. But I need to talk about doomers and, like, specifically, like, I guess incels and stuff for a minute. Like, what is this freaking elevation that I see? I'm not gonna say we, excuse me, because it's not freaking me. What is this elevation I see about these suckers out here just worshiping pussy? Like, why do these suckers find pussy impossible to get? You know, they make it seem as though, like, you know, if you're sub 5, which is, like, how the whole look scales work and whatnot, if you're a sub 5 male, then, you know, you're just screwed. You can't ever get sex and whatnot. I'm like, hold up, listen, my guy. For all these incels out here, listen, ain't no one an incel. If you got money and you got any kind of motivation, you can find some pussy to pay for. It is what it is. Because at the end of the day, listen, all men pay. You could go ahead and shove it up your arse. You can go ahead and believe that that's not true. Chad. Listen, even Chad is essentially paying, whether you want to believe it or not. I don't care how much you want to believe that if he just has muscles, they're going to stay there. Chad literally pays with all the protein powder he has. He pays with all of this crap that he has to constantly maintain, spending hours at the gym trying to look max and stuff like that. Even Chad pays. Every guy pays for sex. That is just how it is. Whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter if you think it's fair. It's just freaking life. Listen, women want the freaking resources and men want sex, and they fleece you with the sex for your resources. It's obvious to see who freaking benefits the most out of freaking relationships. I don't understand why people are still having this conversation. I think that everyone should know, at least by now, that that's just kind of how it is. That's kind of how it is. Listen, you want a girl, you gonna be paying for her. It's just that simple. You can sit around here and think that that's not fair all you want, but it's just that simple. My issue is when you got guys out here calling themselves incels and stuff like that, like they can't get sex, when all these chicks are essentially giving sex away. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I just looked at a call site right now where, like, some chick was offering pussy for, like, $80 an hour. Just saying. You can get a, like, new freaking PS5 game or some crap. You can get that. Like, what is this crap that guys have against that? And what is with society having a problem against that? Oh, that's right. It frees the men. The men get an option, you know, and they don't have to freaking commit. Because listen, I feel like once guys just accept that you gotta pay for it, you know, I'm not gonna tell you your freaking life's better, but, like, it gets you out of the stupid freaking incel crap, because you're not an incel. Listen, when you really think about it, let me ask you this. Especially, like, all these cocksuckers that try and say, oh, it's your biological purpose to reproduce. Listen, those suckers don't grill the freaking women. They don't get up their arse about it. They're always grilling other men. What is this crap about these suckers worshiping pussy and then saying that they're black-pilled and incels, and they freaking go and bash on other incels? Like, aren't y'all suckers supposed to have some kind of freaking unity or whatnot? Y'all over here freaking shaming each other and saying that you're coping and all this crap. And you're getting on this guy about, oh, it's his biological purpose. He needs to pursue pussy. He's coping, bro. Hold up. Who controls the sexual access? Do you want this man to go struggle snuggle some chick? Let's just be real. Like, is what it is. I don't understand what the big deal is about just saying, hey, listen, man, just go pay for the pussy. Just go pay for it. Because when you're really thinking about it, as much as people try and say, oh, you're just hard coping, you're not seeing chicks as people, and blah, 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 let me ask you this. if you got a gal that says that you're subhuman, let's go ahead and follow the incel logic for a minute, right? If you got a gal that says that you're subhuman because, like, you know, your looks and all this stuff, and then you whip out money, and she's still willing to sleep with you, what does that say about her? She is willing to, in her eyes, by her own opinion, you're subhuman. But if you got enough money, she's still willing to bang you. What does that say about her? She's still willing to be with something subhuman if it's got money. That's why I'm always saying, like, when these suckers are out here elevating chicks, I'm like, listen, they're essentially willing to do the most egregious crap for money. 2 girls, 1 cup, anyone? Have you seen, like, porn in general? It's the most, it's not even debauchery. It's just filth. It is just straight up filth. Like, I don't care what anyone says, now I got some freaking stupid dogs, and they would freaking bark. It's just filth. It's just straight up filth, dude. I don't understand it. Like, they're over here making a big deal about freaking chicks out here who are probably doing freaking prawn, shoving, like, horse dicks, dog dicks, dragon dicks. They got freaking dildos in all those different kind of animal shapes. Like, and y'all sucker, and don't get it twisted, there's still plenty of ladies out here freaking banging their dogs and freaking farm girls with the horses and stuff like that. What is it? I think in Mexico, right? In case all these freaking chads, not chads, but like these trads, these nibbers, like if they were like one of those people, like, what is it called? Like a donkey show or something? Like where like some chick is like getting banged by a donkey and then she solicits herself to like other people. It's the dumbest crap. Like, I'm like, listen, if you telling me you as a guy would be at like a show like that and then get with a chick like that's, I don't know, maybe there are some subhuman bastards out here, because I don't know, man, because listen, I'm gonna just be completely honest. I've never elevated sex. I have always lived in the ghetto, and I've always been surrounded by prostitutes. Sex has always been there. I don't understand what it is with these guys. Well, they say, like, they want a connection, and I think that that's good. I think that that's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, I don't really see virginity, in my personal opinion, as a bad thing. You know, a lot of cultures might be saying that that's a bad thing and whatnot for guys, but, like, you gotta understand it like this, alright? Realistically speaking, if a culture is maintaining a high level of, like, in a lot of guys' eyes, because they want, like, more virgins and stuff like that, if they're maintaining a high level of, like, virginity, then both the men and the women, technically speaking, should, in theory, be virgins, right? Like, when they're getting together. Now, in today's culture, obviously that's not true. And, like I said, as much as incels might want that, like, if you did, then you gotta understand that you'd be marrying pretty quick, because that's why they marry quick, because they want to have sex. Let's just be real. But I'm just saying, like, I just don't freaking get this crap, dude. What is it with these guys that just cannot accept that, listen, just pay for it? It's not that difficult. It really isn't. You can find it. Listen, these chicks are everywhere with the back alley deals. They are everywhere with that crap, dude. It's not even funny. You can, listen, just going on the dating apps and then just, like, sending a message. You could just straight up ask some of these chicks, like, what's your price? And they'll say yes. Because, listen, at the end of the day, that's what they'll fall back on. This is like a freaking economic disaster period. Do you honestly think these chicks aren't taking back alley deals? You got a massage parlor near you? If you got a massage parlor near you, trust me, I say this from personal experience. They are doing back alley deals in the massage parlors. All you got to do is request a massage that gets you alone with the girl, and you could just straight up ask. Because usually the way that it works is you can't ask explicitly, especially not in public. So you have to ask privately. You ask for a private massage, there you go. But for some reason, there is this massive disconnect with guys and the idea that somehow paying for sex is just wrong. It doesn't count. How doesn't it count? If you a husband or your boyfriend, stop giving your chick money. See how long she sticks around. She's not gonna stick around long. I mean, most suckers out here thinking they got like a loyal girl to begin with don't have a loyal girl, because the amount of people that they're talking to on social media, like, I just laugh at that, because, like, I'm gonna be honest, if I did want a freaking girlfriend, I would just accept that 9 times out of 10 she's talking to someone. No, I would not be cucked. I would just be like, well, if I got enough evidence to catch her, then I'm just gonna dip. Because, listen, at this point, I'm just being honest. Your freaking chick probably cheating 24/7. I don't really think that there's any loyal girls out here anymore, because the entirety of the culture has essentially told them that you can bang whoever you want to bang, and you can get away with it. You got wives out here freaking cuckolding their husbands whether they know it or not, committing paternity fraud on them, saying, oh, well, I cheated and I got pregnant, how do I do this? And chicks out here saying, oh, it's your right to let whoever you want touch your body, but, you know, he as that husband is obligated to take care of the kid. Like, are suckers seeing the same stuff? Like, why are they so envious of it? Oh, well, I've never had it. Then pay for the pussy. Get this bullcrap out of your head and get this delusion out of your head like it's something greater than it is. Just pay for the pussy. It's not complicated. I don't understand it. Listen, I get people when there is some kind of goal that they want and they're doing everything they can to get to that goal and it's just not happening. I get that. But when it comes down to sex, it is not this like freaking unachievable goal that you can't reach no matter what you do. Anyone, I don't care if that chick looks like she's a tree stump. I don't care if this sucker looks like he's a freaking like a freaking burn victim. If he gives her enough money, she'll do it. She'll even make a porn of it. These chicks going to Dubai and eating camel crap. You mean to tell me that you think chicks don't have a price? They're not only eating the crap, they're recording themselves doing it. So they're on the internet forever. These chicks out here recording themselves getting a train ran on them while they're pregnant. You know dang well that sucker, when he's born or she's born, is going to get teased for the rest of their life. Oh, guess what your mom was doing while you was there? Oh, yeah. I just don't understand this freaking massive worship that we have going on of pussy that is at the lowest value I've ever seen in my life when you really want to think about it. They're slinging it all around when you think about it. Oh, sure, you might not be getting any, you know, but that doesn't mean that it's not low value. You got chicks out here saying, subscribe to my OnlyFans, $5 pussy. I see everything. I can ask her to do anything. And 9 times out of 10, she'll do it. Not that I'm subscribed to OnlyFans. Trust that. Let me go ahead and clarify. I don't understand why some idiot is subscribed to that. Respect to all the guys like freaking torrenting that stuff just to piss those chicks off. That's amazing. It's amazing to me. But yeah, I'm just making this video in response to that because the one thing I hate that I see, because like, listen, I'm gonna be honest, I do watch doomer content. I watch like the Wojak stuff, and usually if you watch it, it'll all like, you know, be related. You know, like, what is it? Millennial thinker, low budget stories and stuff like that. I watch that stuff, and so you'll find, you know, people, especially if like they've got a Wojak, some kind of Wojak character, you'll usually see something, right? But I watch that stuff, and to just see all these guys talking about, oh, I need to rope because no girlfriend and this stuff. I'm just like, listen, dude, just pay for the pussy. Just pay for the freaking pussy. I do not understand this delusion that guys have of, I just can't get any. I can't get any no matter how hard I try and this, that, and the other. Did you try paying? Did you? Because listen, like, I'm not going to pretend like if you just pay for pussy, because some guy said that if brothels were legal, like, would it solve the issues? And listen, I made like a video about that. Not that I expect anyone to watch it, because it's just like me, some random idiot, just rambling, right? But I basically said that wouldn't solve everything, because it wouldn't solve like the cost of living, all this other crap we're dealing with, lack of jobs, lack of opportunity, you know, a morally bankrupt society. You know, it wouldn't solve all of that. Just getting your dick taken care of is not going to make all these other problems go away. I'd argue that it's just going to have the same effect as alcohol and drugs. Makes you forget for a little bit. You know, while you're piping it down, you know, you're not thinking about the other stuff. You're just thinking about busting your nut. And once you bust your nut, you're like at peace for a second. But then you got to go back to that shit. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's just dumb to me. I just don't get it. This worship of pussy in a society where like all these chicks are essentially showing their price to you. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even funny. Like, I mean, like, listen, if you want to say, oh, well, I'm scared to like pay for it and stuff because cops and whatnot, man, cops pay for pussy. I can't tell you the amount of times I've been like, you know, walking around my neighborhood, because my neighborhood's like a really rough area, right? I can't tell you the amount of times I've walked like around my neighborhood, like maybe walk into a store or something like that, and like there's a chick at a certain time, and she's just on the corner at a bus stop, and sometimes you'll see the cop car go right up and get her. Wonder what they're doing. No handcuffs, no nothing. Interesting. Wonder what they're doing. Like, what is this crap that people have where they're afraid to go pay for pussy? Like, well, why are you suddenly scared to go do that? And these cocksuckers are over here saying, oh, I get drugs, and you're already buying illicit substances, but you're not gonna buy pussy. But you won't shut up about it? Come on now. Like I said, pussy is not this, like, freaking unobtainable goal that you just can't have no matter what. Chicks do have a price. There's no such thing as some kind of chick that's out of your league. That doesn't exist. Because the fact of the matter is this. If that was truly a thing, they wouldn't have a price. And at the end of the day, no matter how ugly you are as a guy, if you have enough money, you can make any chick do whatever you want it. I mean it. Because listen, people like to say, oh, like, that makes them sound like they don't have souls. I wonder. You gotta wonder at times when you really think about it. If you're willing to sleep with somebody for money, and you see this sucker as subhuman in your eyes, because that's what the incels say, hey, think about it. You're willing to bang something that's subhuman just because it's got money and record it? It's one thing if you did it, like, discreetly. You did it and recorded it. You did it and recorded it and uploaded it. You know, it wasn't just like some, like, record just so that they could have it to themselves. You uploaded that crap. Like, you proud of it. So, hey. And I just laugh because, listen. You know, for any incel out there, dude, just go pay for the snatch for the first time. And then, once you bust your nut, you know, ask yourself, was that really worth me roping myself over? Was that really worth all of the freaking headache that I put myself through thinking that I'd never have it in my entire life? Sure, let's go ahead and just go with your theory. Maybe you will never officially have a girlfriend. But that doesn't mean that you can't miss out on, you know, the sex if you just pay for it. Because listen, I'm someone that accepts reality. Not fully, but, you know, I accept the fact that, hey, listen, there's a strong possibility that you're not going to have everything that you want in life. You know, you're not going to have, you know, the ability to be 100% happy. But again, as I've said in several of my little rambles, maybe you can be 80% happy, 70% happy. That's certainly better than nothing. Because listen, expecting 100% in this freaking world, yeah, good luck. You know, good luck. But you can still get something, you know. That's why I'm just saying, like, I'll never understand the black pill thing. I'll never understand the incels, because I just do not understand how you could say I am involuntarily celibate, but I am also refusing to choose an option that immediately solves the problem. Because then they start calling them, if you do it, then you're a fake cell, and you're only a true cell if you, like, refuse to do that. It's dumbest crap I've ever seen, because originally it was just, before the incels, it was called, like, true forced loneliness. And I actually liked that, because it wasn't saying that, it wasn't making it seem like, you know, you couldn't, get sex. It wasn't, like, involuntarily celibate. You know, it took that amount. It was just loneliness. I understand that. I get that. Loneliness, forced loneliness, yes, yeah. I get that. But incel, like, you can't get pussy, come on. That's silly. That's rather silly. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap it up here, man. Like, if you are an incel and whatnot, again, don't take this the wrong way. Because, like I said, I don't have any hate in my heart for incels. Like, men in general are just getting screwed in the arse, and I'm not gonna be some freaking man basher, like, because, like I said, freaking incels start attacking each other. When a guy, it's amazing to me that incels tell you at the same time, like, right, oh, it's over, bro, like, give up, like, rope. And then at the same time, if you do give up, and you state your reasons for giving up, right, it's the same incels are coming at you, oh, cope, bro, your biological purpose is to go seek pussy, and you're giving it up. Like, sucker, what do you want from them suckers? Like, do you want them to give up, or do you want them to pursue? It doesn't make sense. That's why I just say, listen, just pay for sex. And hey, listen, if you got the money to do it, consider just getting a freaking sex doll. There you go. Don't say, oh, that's creepy, I should be ashamed of myself. No. Again, like I said, chicks got horse dicks, dog dicks, dragon dicks. They have tons of freaking sex toys. They got sex machines. What the heck is wrong if you wanted a sex toy? And you got a doll. You know? It is what it is. Explore your options, guys. Like, don't freaking feel like you're trapped into this crap and you just gotta deal with, like, this mediocre crap. Because, listen, I'm going to be honest, yeah. Are there really girlfriends, like, especially in the West? Not really. Good luck, you know. Even a chick that you're talking to that you might, like, you know, has 9 times out of 10 cheated on who knows how many fellas. You're talking about chicks that are saying, I'm loyal, and they've been in, like, freaking 20 relationships. How are you loyal? And you've been in 20 relationships. I'm just saying, like, there's no way, because if you're loyal, then you should be in a committed relationship, and it should last a while, right? If they're not lasting a while, either A, you're picking, like, awful guys, air quotes, and which is a strong possibility, or B, you're just getting freaking dicked down by all tons of people, and you saying you loyal. Which is what a lot of these chicks say. You know, kind of like the freaking born-again virgin bullcrap. You know, like, oh, if I haven't had sex in a little bit, my freaking hymen heals. Yeah, good joke. Good joke. I mean, no goddamn sense. Listen, our freaking society as a whole, like, when it comes down to freaking sex these days, is just so freaking misunderstood. It's not even funny. Like, men put the freaking sex on the pedestal. Even the chicks put the sex on the pedestal. Like, oh, because I got a pussy, baby, I'm just a queen. Then, what's that chick's name? Freaking, yeah, Katy Perry. That freaking slut. She made, like, a, song. What is it? Is it called Woman's World? I don't know. But I just heard, like some of the lyrics of it, like, it's a woman's world, and, like, be proud to be a part of it. So, some crap like that, which I laugh at, because, you know, yes, there is open misandry in this world, folks, you know. They talk about patriarchy, and yet, could a guy make a song like that by, like, Vivo and have that be released? I'm just saying. Just saying. It's a man's world. Yeah, sure. Oh, I don't feel comfortable. That offends me. That's the kind of world we live in. So I'm just going to go ahead and close it again. I cannot stress this enough. Gents, yes, maybe you can't get a girlfriend. Okay. But this idea that you don't have the ability, so long as you got the money, to just pay for snatch. Just pay for the pussy. Call it a goddamn day, dude. Just call it a day. Just pay for it. You're not less of a man. You're not more of a man. Don't listen to these so-called, I'm going to teach you to be a man. It's only in 15 step courses, 5 easy payments of $59.99 a course. And if you're not satisfied, you can get the premium edition. Like, no. Don't listen to that bullcrap, okay? Every man on this earth, at all points of period, have essentially paid for pussy in some form or fashion. Unless they struggle snuggle. Then even then, technically, you could argue that they paid with the effort that had to go into, you know, excommunicating all of the males of the village, shall we say. So, if you gotta pay for it, it's not like you're doing anything different than any other guy. You're just a bit more direct. You're not dancing around the bush. You know that these chicks don't freaking love you, so you just say, hey, listen, how much you want? And you agree on a price, you do your thing, is what it is. Don't freaking find yourself into this freaking loop of like, just endless suffering, saying that you're just screwed and stuff. Because listen, I'm gonna be honest, I've been in, like, doomer discords before. I've been in, like, incel discords, and it's like, I just do not understand why these guys just refuse to pay for the sex. They talk about how miserable they are, but how they just won't pay for sex. How is somehow you paying for sex is a problem. Why is it a problem if the man's paying for sex? Like, it shouldn't be a two-way street, because the woman's offering. She's putting a price on her pussy, and you're willing to pay the price. Why is it only a problem for the men? Like, you guys got to think about that stuff. Like, stop freaking letting this society convince you that it's okay to shame yourself and shame other men as well. Because listen, if it's really a problem, then shouldn't you get on the girl's arse about it too? Why are you getting on the guy? The fella just say, hey, listen, I'm just going to go and pay directly. It is what it is. But I will say this again, gents. Don't freaking pay more than $100 for pussy. But please don't freaking do that. Like, if you're going to, like, she better be doing some role plays. She better be doing something. Because there is no snatch on this earth, I don't care how good she looks, that is worth more than $100 a night. So, yeah. I'll go ahead and leave it with that, gents. Hope you enjoyed. I hope Losermaxing feels better at some point. And God bless. I'll see you next time.